Hey guys, today we're going to be making an awesome banana roulade, so stick around for the recipe. So you want to start off with your egg yolks and your egg whites. I separated them into two different bowls and I'm going to begin with my egg whites. What I want to do is I want to take an electric mixer and on high I want to beat this until I get a nice fluffy dense white cloud of egg whites. So your egg whites should look like this. Nice white dense form of egg whites, and you know that this step is completed and you can go on to the next step is when you move that bowl around and you're not seeing any liquids coming out. The egg whites aren't even moving, they're very dense. That's when you know you can move on to the next step. So your next step is going to be to take your egg yolks. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla extract to my egg yolks, and I'm going to add my sugar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same electric mixer and I'm going to beat that on high until everything is well combined. The next step is going to be to take our baking powder and our all-purpose flour, and we are going to put that into our egg and sugar mixture and mix that until everything is combined. What we're looking for here is a pale yellow color. That's when you know that the consistency is perfect to move on to our next step, which is going to be to take the egg whites that we have previously beaten, and we are going to take spoonfuls of that and we're going to incorporate that into our egg yolks. We're not going to add it all at once. What we're going to do is we're going to gently fold in those egg whites with the egg yolks. As you guys can see, I have lined my baking sheet with some parchment paper, and what I'm going to do is I am just going to take my batter, and the best way that I can, I am going to try and form a rectangular shape. As you guys can see, I am not going throughout the whole baking sheet with my batter because I don't want my roulade to be that big. So I'm just going to try my best and make a nice rectangular shape, a nice even shape. And I'm going to place this in a preheated oven for about 15 to 20 minutes or until beautiful and golden brown. Once it's done baking, this is what it should look like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm taking a piece of parchment paper and I'm putting it on top of the hot piece of cake. And on top of that piece of parchment paper, I'm going to add a wet kitchen towel. Now, we are using a wet kitchen towel because that is going to create steam and extra weight to that cake, so that when we roll it, it's going to give it that perfect roulade shape that we're looking for this recipe. You want to roll this as firmly as possible and set it to the side as we begin to make the inside filling for the roulade. For the filling, I'm using some tea biscuits. If you're not familiar with what tea biscuits are, I will show them at the end of the video so you guys kind of have a clearer image. I'm adding some banana extract to it. That's kind of the secret ingredient to the filling. And I've softened up 2 sticks of unsalted butter. And to this, I'm just going to add some simple syrup and beat this until everything is well combined. Once well combined, this is what it should look like. We're looking for the consistency of a fresh batch of chocolate chip cookie dough, smooth and creamy. Okay, now we're going to assemble the roulade. So what I did was I took 2 pieces of foil. I'm having them overlap just a little bit, and I'm going to take out that wet towel and open up my roulade cake. And then I'm just going to slowly remove that bottom piece of parchment paper. And looking at the roulade, you'll be able to tell just how bendable it is right now. You can see the ends have curled up. That's perfect. That's what we're looking for this roulade. It'll be much more flexible now for us to form and shape. I'm going to take my filling that we just previously made, that cookie filling, and I'm just going to put that whole thing in the center right there. and I am just going to coat the whole piece of cake with it, leaving at least 1/2 inch to 1 inch of the ends open. We don't want to go all the way out because when we roll this, we don't want that filling to be, coming out of the ends. So do the best you can to kind of leave at least 1/2 inch of the outside open. Once I've evenly distributed the cake filling, I am going to now make 2 lines down the center of the roulade, and that's where I'm going to place the bananas. We want to make like a little bed for the bananas. And I've just taken my bananas and I've cut off a little bit of the ends, and I'm going to place 2 side by side and then 2 side by side. So altogether we're going to need 4 bananas for the roulade. Now comes the fun part. So we're going to take the ends and we're going to start rolling it towards the center. Be gentle when doing this process. So just take your time, cover one side and then do the other side of the roulade. Be sure that you're very gentle with this process. Do the very best you can to make that cylinder form, and then we will finish up that formation when we wrap it with the foil. So you guys will see in the next steps what I'm going to do. I'm using my arms, I'm using a lot of pressure to kind of tighten and make that infamous roulade shape. And the foil really helps because nothing's coming out of the ends. We're going to make it very tight. Once you've rolled up your roulade in that foil, this is my favorite part, you're going to squeeze the ends of that foil. So you're going to squeeze as much as you can, both sides, kind of making it look like a Tootsie Roll. So I let my roulade chill in the fridge for about 2.5 hours. Now I'm just taking off that foil, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the foil and I'm going to cut a little bit of both ends off, just because at the ends you'll see it's kind of shaped a little crooked, and I want that nice even shape, and I want everyone that's going to be getting a piece of this roulade to get a nice beautiful piece. So that's what I'm doing in the next step. And the best part is the decorating at the end. So I'm just using some homemade whipped cream that I whipped up really quick, and I'm just going to use some chocolate and caramel and a little bit of those tea cookies that I used for the filling on top. I'm doing something quick, simple, easy. So this is the end result, you guys. I absolutely love this recipe. If you follow the steps, follow everything that I said in this video, I can guarantee you it'll become your new go-to dessert and your family will love it. Be sure to comment below, tell me what you think, like this video, subscribe to my channel, add me on Instagram. I can't wait to share more recipes with you guys. I'm so excited for this journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.